The Bushy and Bobo Show, a healthy scratch podcast. Here's your hosts, Kyle Busch and Brian Rager.
Well, hello there. Welcome back to the Bushy and Bobo Show, episode 34, Healthy Scratch.
Yeah, not .ca.
I think we've mentioned this the last 4 times, and it's gone. So, we have more of a fun episode. All our episodes are fun. Finally got my green screen. Look at this.
Is it working now?
No, it's not working really well. Lighting sucks. Everything sucks. I'm on the IR, so I've been itching to do a pod because I have nothing else to do because
You've just been doing fantasy drafts and
I've been sliced open and organs taken out and rearranged, and they didn't do anything to my brain, so everything's the same there. Unfortunately,
everything is not too good up there.
Right, but the NHL season is in full swing now. We're a couple weeks in, and both our teams, are interesting. But before we dive into a little bit of Canucks talk, a little bit of Wings talk, which is what we usually do, just some straight NHL talk. And we've talked about, advertising
before, whether you see it on the netting and
even like the NHL and how they advertise their game and money makes the hockey world spin, right? Specifically. And the newest thing, there's always something new, right? I mean, we talked about the jersey patches. Some teams have them, some don't. You don't notice them, right? I mean, I've been watching the games. No, I never noticed them, and I knew that was going to be it.
It's just more. I don't even notice
that. And it's just something where I kind of was like, well, like if you buy a jersey, I just don't want it on there. Like, just take it off. That's fine, right? But the one thing that has been very distracting, and we're going to talk kind of hopefully a little in depth about like TV and what is happening with the game right now, because an idea that I thought was kind of interesting, to be honest with you. I don't know if I think it's fallen flat a little bit, and I think it's going to be hard to get used to. Where obviously I'm talking about the digital board advertisements when you're watching the game on TV. So I want to hear like your thoughts on it. And then I have a couple interesting takes on like what I think. But
it's funny that we're talking about this because I heard it the other day on 97.1. Doug and Gator were talking about it, and it's just so it can cater to the home market, right? Or not the home market, if the team there you're watching from. So if it's a Detroit, Minnesota game, they're going to have more of the Meyer on there and the Kroger and these Michigan companies or Michigan,
right?
I found it distracting at first. So I'm like, what the hell is this going on? Is it like actual digital around the whole thing at first? And it reminded me of, I feel like maybe 10 years ago, correct me if I'm wrong, were there not like actual digital boards in the
there
NHL?
Was some,
like an attempt of it.
There was some that were built into the boards, like a screen, right? And that would change during the play or whatever,
which could be distracting and all that.
I don't love it. I think
I understand why they're doing it. It's another money grab. It's
right.
Money, like I said, money makes the world go around, especially with the NHL. And
here's something that's interesting.
It's not going to go away because it's advertising and they're paying for it.
What about now? Here's the thing. Like, okay, so there's still actually ads on the board. If you go to the game or if you see like a shot of like the bench, like in between play, you can still see the actual board ads that are physically on the boards, right?
Ones that are paid for by the
only time
team arena and all that.
The only time you're seeing the digital ones is like during the play, right? The kind of overhead, we're just chilling looking at this thing. Like if they change the camera angle, sometimes it's the
regular ads.
Like I'm like, I don't want to call myself a purist, but like I think it's kind of neat to, when it was the Joe, where like they always had like the DMC logo with the Red Wings logo there, like that's
Casino Windsor right behind the net.
Casino Windsor back in the day. Like it just what it was, right? And it just made it feel like, oh, this is the home rink. And you're totally right. They're obviously hitting that market. Like last night, I was watching Detroit, Chicago, which I'm going to talk about in a second, in Chicago, but the boards had like, Detroit Red Wings logos and Meyer and all the Detroit stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I am wondering is like for national broadcasts and things like that, the companies that have bought the ads physically for the boards, what are they saying? Because like, hey, are we getting some money back here? Because we want to be on TV.
Yeah.
So now they'd have to purchase not just the physical ad,
but
the digital ad as well. So it's like, I wonder if there's like packages where it's like, okay, you can have the physical ad and the digital ad if you pay this much per year.
See, I never thought
one
about
or the
that.
other. That's where I was thinking. So it's all about money, but also like, yeah, the NHL is double dipping a little bit. They are.
Yeah.
Maybe triple dipping because they're doing two different markets, each broadcast plus the physical ones.
But you know what I have noticed this year?
What's that?
With them going to the digital boards, you don't see necessarily the ads on the netting behind the nets.
And I didn't mind those because they were never really in the way.
No, those were
the NHL. The NHL needs some rules here because some of these marketing, it's a little overboard because I'm watching the game and I'm seeing shit flying around the boards. I'm like, this is sensory overload. Like we have it everywhere already. If you want to show an ad, it better be stationary. Like I don't need any animated. I don't understand the digital part. You can animate it, but I was watching the game yesterday and someone rimmed a puck around at the same time. Like a fucking Corvette was like driving around the boards. No. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? So, and the thing is, people are like, oh, the green screen. See the green screen? It's like mine where it's like glitchy and shit. Because they'll shore that up. I don't have the technology to do that right now. But like there was a few of the first games where like a player would get like lost in the boards. Like it would like overlap the white jersey and there was some problems with it. They'll figure that out. But I don't know. That was my thought was like, man, they're triple dipping, but they're also a little screwing over the people that have the physical ads. It's only for the people in the rink.
Yeah.
Right. So you just went from like, let's say 100,000 people watching on TV that are seeing the board ads plus the 15,000 that are in there down to just the 15, right?
And if, like I said, if I'm a company that's paying,
like what am I paying for?
Especially on the side where you're getting it on the camera angle, like that main broadcast angle on the far side of the rink.
And something they'll never do, but would be cool, and they won't, because if you can digitally put the shit on the ice too, and just digitally put everything, then get them out of the actual arena. And when you're in the rink, there's nothing on the old school 1980s. Can you imagine how cool that would look? But they'll never do it. Again, we're just spitballing.
It's something, but yeah, it would be so weird though, going back to an arena and not seeing any ads.
It'd be kind of cool, right?
It'd be cool. It almost feel like a practice rink.
Yeah. Okay with that. Well, practice rinks probably have them all over too.
Not as much. Like
the Belfort Training Center, they probably have ads on the board. I don't know, maybe.
True, or it seems like a community rink a bit.
Yeah, but at the same time, again, we've talked about it's about money. Like that's what makes this league tick. But the same token, like they have no balance in like, hey, we're making money and we're greedily just like selling our soul type of thing versus fan experience. And the way that that's been affected now, other than watching the game and seeing the digital ads, and it's a little bit distracting, you do forget about it at some points in the game. It's only the really obvious ones. If they had a rule where it's like, just keep it like static and you can only change it like in between play, then that should like be on how a whistle. Yeah. So it's not distracting, then fine. I'm never going to notice it. But the thing where we're really noticing it, and I was talking to you about it. I mean, Lou was bitching to me about it. I'm not happy is Game Center. NHL Game Center Canada is not a thing anymore. And Game Center wasn't perfect. I mean, it was exactly what we needed though. to watch hockey. And I know you don't watch that much, but like it was so easy for me to just like pull it up on my phone or have it on the TV, the PlayStation, whatever, and pull up the game, pull up the feed, whatever you wanted, right? Basically any game you could watch it if you paid into it, and you could split it with a few buddies. For now, again, I say for whatever reason, it's money. Game Center is not available in Canada. You have to use Sportsnet Premium, which is more expensive than Game Center was last year, and you get way less.
You only get the home team.
Well, here's the thing. Listen to this. So we're paying more, getting less. It's a worse product, and that's the way the world turns, and nothing's going to change but Sportsnet has been horrible late. Like so far, I'm like, what did I pay for? So the opening night. Now this kind of goes full circle. I had surgery. Not working. I had nothing to do. I was supposed to go with Lou to the home opener for the Red Wings because he's a Montreal fan. They played the Habs, and I couldn't go. So I'm like, okay, I'll watch it on TV, but I was pumped to see the intros, the player introductions, the this, the that. Bally Sports Detroit would show all of that. They'd have like the whole thing, like an hour before to puck drop and show everything. Well, Sportsnet only had it at 7. And when I got in, much to my dismay, I'm watching the Montreal feed from TSN 5, which I also have TSN, but I'm like, well,
but was it in French?
I can't. No, but I'm watching. Who was it? Cheryl Pounder, Tessa Bonhomme, and for some reason Frankie Corrado break down the Montreal Canadiens and mention nothing about the Red Wings because it's a Montreal.
It's a Montreal feed. They're not
feed. So I'm like, I can't pick the Detroit feed for this. At Game Center, you could do either or. I don't understand why this is such a big problem. Like, you obviously have the rights to all these games, right?
You would think so. It only makes sense that they have it.
Let's take it further. It makes no sense because now so there's been 4 Red Wings games. The first one, obviously, I couldn't get Bally Sports. The next 3 I could, but 2 of them were away games. One of them was at LCA. All 3 of them I got Bally Sports Detroit. So am I like geographically locked to, hey, you're in Windsor, Detroit's right there, we're going to give you that feed like pretty much the whole time?
Who were the other 3 against? Like, who was Detroit play?
They were in New Jersey.
Okay, so you'd get an American
Then
feed
they were
there.
at home, which I forget. Wait, who did they play?
LA.
And then they went to Chicago last night. So I'm thinking, why didn't I get Chicago feed? Why didn't I get the New Jersey feed? Like,
do you think it could be because it is the American? Like, if it's going to be a Canadian market, you're going to get a Canadian feed, and if it's American, you'll still just get Detroit no matter what.
I don't know, but it's just the thing that would change is just let me pick. Like, let me pick either or. Like, I don't want to watch the Bruins and hear Jack Edwards yapping in my ear. Like, I don't need that. I want to see the Detroit feed because I'm a Red Wings fan. I want to listen to Ken and Mick. That's what I like. That's what watching hockey to me. It's part of it.
Yeah,
they're part of the experience, and that's ruined when you have to watch the away feed. You're still seeing the game. I'm not complaining about that. I'm talking about the fan experience. Is I want to watch biased towards my team. I want to hear more about what's going on with them. I don't care about the LA Kings. I don't care about Montreal. Right?
No, you want to hear what's happening in Detroit and what's going on with.
So now we get going further. Now, this is more of a Lou problem because he's a Montreal fan.
Yeah.
With Sportsnet, he can only get the French feed. If he wants to listen to it in English, it's like it's blacked out or something. I'm like, what? That makes no sense. So he would have to get NHL Network or something, or Center Ice package to like watch the Habs in English. This is so stupid.
So dumb.
And then the Toronto games, like any Toronto game you want to watch is blacked out because you have to go to TSN to watch it. So if you didn't have TSN, you're fucking shit out of luck. So if you thought you could get Sportsnet and watch every game, you can't. It's you're geographically locked, which is stupid. It's stupid. You know why? Again, fan experience. Why would you lock out people that want to watch your sport? right? Morons like me are going to find a way to watch it, right?
You're
And
gonna
we're probably going to get it and watch it anyway, right? Like as much as me and Lou bitch, like we both have Sportsnet and we're watching it, even though it sucks. But like if someone new wanted to watch the Leafs, like, and they got Sportsnet and they couldn't watch Toronto, they'd be, what the hell did I get this for? It literally says all the NHL games. It's like, well, no, you're lying. It's actually not. It's
all
probably
the
an
NHL
asterisk.
games that you are geographically locked into.
And here's the thing with blackouts. It's so stupid because before, like, I remember when the Lions were terrible, they were like, they had nobody in the stadium. So they blacked out the game to try to get people to go to the stadium, which to me is backwards. Chicago, the Blackhawks used to do that too. Dude, like, let me watch the game. Like, you're still getting TV ratings. You're still getting money from all of that stuff, but not getting people in, like, locking it out is like, I'm not going to the game, right? Just because you're blacking it out. Also, I live in Windsor. Like, I'm not driving to Toronto to see a Toronto game. I just want to watch the damn thing.
Yeah.
So if I want to flick back and forth,
right?
What if I want to flick back and forth? I'm watching the Detroit game. It's intermission. Oh, Toronto's playing Washington. I'll flick up. Nope. You got to go to TSN, open that app, go to. So if you don't pay for TSN, you're out, right? So you're double dipping on that. It's so dumb. So, and then even the in-game experience with Sportsnet, board ads aside, everyone's doing it. The commercials, I don't know what's happening right now, but they have been cutting in during the play. They have been like middle of a power play. It'll be like commercial. It's like, huh? Is this automated? Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is so dumb. Like, who's controlling this? Nobody. Like, and I've seen it on Twitter. People are like, what is this? Some of the commercials sound horrible. Like there was one yesterday. It was like, like. And then the next commercial was like, hey, you want to get a Subaru? It's like,
hi, come see me, Rich Lalonde at Summit Place Kia and get your Subaru and get your Kia today.
I don't understand why it's so hard for this fucking company, because it's Rogers, isn't it? Fucking Rogers. They can't figure it out. So all of that, it's a problem. I don't know why we're going backwards. That's just how things go. You know, you always kind of, what's the saying? You only miss it when it's gone or whatever. Like, man, I miss Game Center. It was so good because you can even tune into the radio. You could hit the radio broadcast if you wanted to. Yeah. So that was kind of the little rant on that.
What you're gonna have to do is just put it on, mute your TV, and just throw on 97.1.
But I don't like Paul Woods though. I'm not a huge fan of Paul Woods. That's just how it is. I love Ken Cal. I just don't like Paul Woods. Got, like, in my opinion, some terrible takes. I like Mickey because he's just so crazily biased. Such a homer. He's like an old grandpa, like just telling you stories about the war. But also he is biased, but at the same time, he'll call it like it is. Like he'll be like, "Oh yeah, like that wasn't a penalty." Like he can not be a homer, but when he is, it's so funny. But
that was a horrible call, but it was a trip. But what a horrible
call on, yeah. But so anyway, tough start to the year for fucking Sportsnet, and tough start to the year for the Vancouver Canucks.
Oh my god! So I was watching the very first game right against Edmonton. Go up on it, perfect. Of course, I had to work the next day, so I'm falling asleep listening to the game. And I wake up the next morning and I see we lose. What the actually I see
you're up by 2.
Yeah, we're up by 2. How we've played 4 games? Yeah, 5 games. 0-3-2. I think out of those 5 games, 4 of them we had a 2-goal lead. And
I think you set a record.
Yeah, if not going
4 games in a row or something.
Like with not going into the third period with the lead or whatnot, or a tie, and we're sitting at 2 points. Like the only team worse, like obviously it's super early and I don't really take anything for what it's worth, but we're there with Arizona and San Jose. It's not a good start at all.
You're going to get Bedard.
Pedersen is playing well. He has 6 points in 5 games. Horvat, 5 points. Quinn Hughes, 5 assists. But it's the thing that's scary. I know don't take much for plus minus, but it's the JT Miller there was a -5. And
did you hear what he said?
No.
he basically like, well, he scored the other night,
Yeah.
but before that, he basically said like, he's like, I am playing like trash. Like he basically just called himself out and said like, I need to be better. Like,
You know what? At least he's taking
because this is the
ownership on
worst
that.
I've played. He did. He was like, I need to be way better than this. He had like what,
That's
91 points last year. Let's go.
yeah. So he's about to sneak it up. Ilya Mikheyev there, nothing in two. He's only played 2 games, but nothing.
He's back already?
He's played 2 games.
He's got to be playing hurt because they said he was going to be out for a while. He's back already?
Right now, where is he? Because he's not on IR. What line do we have him on? They have him on the top line right now.
Okay. Well,
But,
like he was really the only new face, right? Like
him and what's his face there? Kuzmenko.
Oh, Kuzmenko, yeah.
Kuzmenko has 2 points there, but Thatcher Demko, 0-3-1, a 430 GAA.
Yeah, your defense is porous too. I could have told you that.
Yeah. When you have Luke Shen on your top defensive pair.
Well, here's the thing, and like with the Canucks, I haven't really bought into like, hey, we're a playoff team. I'm like, you are?
I thought we were gonna be, and I still think we could be.
Where did we put Vancouver? Well, sure, of course you could, but there's a lot of flaws.
Yeah,
for sure, and there's a lot of things that have to go right. Demko has to be incredible, right? Your defense has to be average.
The defense
and
is
your scoring has
thing.
to score. You need JT Miller to get another 90-point season. You need Pettersson to figure it out. Like last year, you kind of slumped a bit, but like then you need
down the 3 centers.
Show it up again. You need Horvat to be the guy. Like, and Kuzmenko is like this KHL kid. It's like, okay, but this is the NHL. This is totally different.
Yeah,
right? We've seen it before.
It's the defense where like going down the 3 lines there, like just centers like Miller, Pettersson, Horvat. I'm like, all right, we got depth down there.
Yeah.
On the right wing, like we have Mikheyev, Kuzmenko, Besser, and on left we got Garland, Podkolzin, Tanner Pearson, which isn't bad.
It's a good top 9. But
and there's no Connor. No, there he is.
Garland.
Top line. I said that already, Billy. But it's not like we have anyone out. It's get it together.
Yeah, I mean, I figured out. Like, is the Bruce Boudreau thing like it gave him a shot in the arm last year? But it kind of, I found with Boudreau, that kind of happened with the other teams he was with as well, where it was kind of like you get a shot in the arm, you change things up, you go, and then like it's like, okay, this is it. It's like, okay, so
have we already plateaued with Boudreau?
It's not a good start, that's for sure. But
we play tonight. There's a bunch of pump up about tonight, home opener and first home game, and
they've only played road games.
Yeah, they've only played road.
Well, that should help too. That's a tough start to be on the road 5 games.
And we're playing Buffalo tonight, who has been playing well.
They've been playing well. Buffalo's sneaky.
They got 6 points in 4 games, just like Detroit there. So, but hopefully we can get a nice dub tonight against Buffalo and start to get those dubs going.
Yeah, well, like you bring up the Wings there too, and things do feel different this year, like just from watching the first how many games we played now? 4
games,
2-0-2, haven't lost in regulation. The Montreal, they're not good. They're going to probably be bottom 5, but they play hard. I'll give them that. They do play hard. I don't know if they'll be able to do that all season, but that was a good game, that opening. I mean, Detroit probably should have won by like 4. They had the 2 empty netters at the end, but Husso played awesome. Jake Allen had a horseshoe up his ass. That was where I really wish I could have been at the game, because just the energy in the building, the buzz of all these new guys, like a third of the team is new, right? How is this going to work? New coach. Like, this is the first time where there's been a little bit of a buzz about, hey, the Wings, they might, you never know, right? Like, they're on their way up.
Is there the chance?
Remember my analogy of like jumping into the pool and sinking to the bottom and then hitting the floor? So that was when they were dead last, and then now they're kind of pushing off the floor. Like, this is the year where hopefully their toes are off the floor, right?
Yeah,
and they're coming towards the surface. You hit the surface, you're in the playoffs, right? And now you're in the hunt. Like, I do like what I'm seeing so far, and I'm going to put last night's third period out of my mind for just a second, and I'll get back to it. what I've liked so far about this season is I like Husso, in my opinion, like way more than Ned. I think there's going to be some good competition there, but I also think it's his net. I think it's Husso's net. I like how he plays. I have a little more confidence in him than Nedeljkovic. So take that for what it is. The defensive part of the game looks so much better for them now. They were giving up some chances here and there. It's going to happen, and they can shore up some of that stuff. But the way that they're playing defensively is way different than last year. The way they're attacking is way different than last year. The power play looks different. The penalty kill is unrecognizable. They were dead last in penalty killing last year. I think they've given up 1 power play goal this year in 4 games, which is good. The thing that I actually have always wondered is why not be super aggressive on the penalty kill? They're going to set up, right? So why not be aggressive during their breakout? Like, get in there, make them fuck it up, right? Like, make them make a quick pass, like, oh shit, I'm not ready to do this. Because the power play, when you see a lot of these power play breakouts nowadays, it's all about timing. Okay, I'm going to start skating with it. Okay, he's curling. Okay, he's coming around. I'm going to drop it to him. If you screw that timing up, there's chance they're going to make some mistakes, right? And have to regroup and do it again and chip it in or shit they don't want to do. And I think Derek Lalonde and then Bob Bugner is the defensive coach. I think they've really set a precedence of you need to be aggressive, like get on him, like fast, like get right to him. He's going to make a play, but like make him make the play. Like don't let him do it on his time. Do it on your time. You're going to make that pass right now. I'm forcing you to do it now because it's not going to be perfect every time. Like in my mind, I went, man, that's actually pretty smart. Instead of just like, hey, we'll force them to the outside. Like they're going to game the zone and set shit up. But even when they are set up in the zone now, the Wings are still super aggressive. It's the same thinking. Hey, if we force them to make plays quicker, if they execute it, so be it, right? They've got one more guy than us. They're probably going to score. But if we're quick and we're on them and our sticks are in the lanes and we're aggressive, there was like a few times yesterday where it was like they just clean picked someone's pocket on a penalty kill and like just skated the other way. I'm like, this is awesome. This is how I want to see a penalty kill be aggressive. So that was the biggest change that I've seen with the Wings this year, the PK for sure. Now again, they won in Montreal. They beat the Devils, who I don't think they're that good, but 5-2 win was great. And then beat the Kings. So the Kings, they lost, but they had an awesome comeback there. They stole a point. I don't know if you saw Larkin with his effort there at the end. Did you hear about what happened in that game? So Detroit was down a goal. They pulled the goalie. Victor Arvidsson had a clear-cut breakaway from Detroit's blue line on an empty net. And Larkin caught up to him and knocked the puck away. So I was like, holy shit, what a play, right? Because I had the remote in my hand. You can ask Shannon. I had the remote in my hand ready to turn it off. I'm like, fuck. Hronek got burned again. And I'm like, this is an empty netter. And he took his time. Like Arvidsson could have just sniped it or got on his horse. He just glided in and Larkin got it, right? I'm like, oh shit, okay. And there's still like a minute 20 left. I'm like, oh, hey, wait. Then they came back down and they set it up. Sundqvist jammed one in, tied the game, place went bananas. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like they literally just stole a point, right?
Yeah.
And they played well that game too. It wasn't any of these games where I'm like, even if they lost that game, I'd be like, man, they played really well. Like they could have won that game for sure. Like I wasn't like, oh, they sucked. Like they were out of this the whole time and they just got lucky and they were down a goal. No, like they should have won the game, in my opinion. But then they lost in overtime on a freaking weird bounce. Hronek again goes off his ass and in the net. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Now, last night they played Chicago and they blew it. They really did. They were up. They were up 2-0. They were up 3-1. They played amazing. The first 2 periods.
A 2-goal lead slipping away. I don't know the feeling at all.
Sounds weird. 3-1. In the third period was the first time this year I felt like, oh fuck, we're 2 years ago again. It's just a collapse. They collapsed. And I'm gonna say this. I said this in my own words, and then I watched the press conferences after, and Dylan Larkin literally said the same thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. At least they get it. They took their foot off the fucking gas and they let them back into the game. And Chicago's a terrible team. If you look at their lineup, it's like, who the hell are these guys? Kane and Taves, and that's it. Seth Jones is not good. Like they had Mrazek got hurt like in the second period. Surprise, the guy's always hurt. Alex Stalock comes in, couldn't score on him. But they took their foot off the gas. I don't understand why. And I think this is a Lalonde thing. I think he went into kind of like a trap, almost like a 1-2-2 bullshit, right?
Okay.
I didn't see it specifically, but it was almost like, hey guys, let's defend now. It's like, why? Do what you were doing the first two periods. You were killing them. You were all over them. Get the fourth one. Make it 4-1. Now you've got it, right? Instead, now there was a bullshit penalty shot, like Athanasiou on Chicago, a penalty shot, scored.
I was going to say, what do you mean they got no one? They got Athanasiou there.
And when he's your best player, you're not a good team.
Him, Max Domi, and Patrick Kane.
Kane didn't do shit. Taves didn't do shit. They're not good anymore. Kane, he'll figure it out, but he didn't look good last night.
Yeah.
But yeah, they came back, tied the game, won it in overtime. And I gotta say, there's just a few guys I've been impressed with. Some like David Perron. What a sign! Like he looks unbelievably good.
And you said that from the beginning when they signed him. That
Kubalik low key is like top 6 guy. And the thing right now is Bertuzzi's out for 4 to 6 weeks. Verana's out for we don't know what the reason is. And honestly, people that speculate about that shit, it's like shut up. Like,
no, the guy is out there.
Who knows?
He did it there's a reason why he went into the player assistant program or whatever.
And it's no one's business.
No, and I like that the Wings said they're not going to do anything else, like make any other statements on or comment on it.
And people like, he's on the drugs. It's like you're an idiot. Like you don't know what's happening. So it's just leave it alone. Hopefully he comes back soon because he's a very good player. I mean, he sniped one against the Devils. I was like, what a shot. Like I've never seen a snapshot like that hard. But that third period really, really pissed me off. And the overtime, it pissed me off. And like I said, Perron looked really good. Kubalik, I like that signing. Mata looks solid. He's got like almost as many points as he had last year on the Kings. Like it's insane. Sherratt has his moments, definitely has his moments. But what I'm seeing right now is a little bit of a sophomore slump where, Sider still looks good, but I think he's trying to do a little too much.
Where he doesn't need to now because you got that extra help. He
doesn't have to. Lucas Raymond, I love Lucas Raymond, but man, I don't know what's going on because he honestly cost him the game yesterday in overtime. He fumbled the puck, turnover, 2-on-1, Domi scores. And Derek Lalonde called him out. He said, our young guys, like 3 of those goals were like directly screw ups by our young players. Right. And they need to go through that. They need to have those experiences to learn from it. Unfortunately, It happened tonight. But like, I think he just needs a goal, damn it. Like just to get that confidence going again, because he doesn't look like his usual self. He's he's floating
in limbo there.
Yeah. He's floating. And, I don't know if it's from not being with Larkin because he's been on the second line now and Bertuzzi's out and he's playing with new guys. Andrew Kopp needs to step his ass up because he's floating too. He's done some good things. I'm not saying he's been awful. He's been good, but I want to see more from him. Like he doesn't look like a bona fide second line center like I thought he'd be. He's kind of floating around like he's still a third liner. Like, dude, you're getting the opportunity. You need to show me here. And this is just to every Red Wings fan out there. And I like Philip Zadina, I do. Okay. And I think I'm at the point now where like, okay, this kid has the worst luck I've ever seen a hockey player have. He should have had like 3 goals last night. Like he had a breakaway, had one where it was like, how the hell did that not go in? Like he's had so many and it happened last year too. But at one point, guys, I think we have to admit, like, because when he was drafted, he was labeled as like a pure goal scorer, like a sniper, right? Because that's what he was in junior. I think there's definitely a correlation between holy shit, this guy's unlucky to he's not a pure goal scorer, because he's not. because a pure goal scorer buries half of those chances that he has. They find a way. And I know people, oh my, just unlucky. I'm like, one of those would go in. Like you would snipe one of those, right?
If you're an actual bona fide pure
you get the like you
scorer.
See Ovechkin in that opportunity, it's going in. Like, you know, he's going to score. With Zadina, I'm like, something fucked up's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, it won't score. He'll have an opportunity and it just won't go in, right? Where I'm just like, I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping he figures it out. But at this point in his career,
how many chances do you give him?
Right. At this point in his career, with the depth that they have right now, he has an opportunity. He was a scratch the first few games. He didn't play. But he has an opportunity with Verana out, with Bertuzzi out, to have that role. But I think it's something where, like, can he turn into like a third line kind of like two-way guy? Because he's not really contributing anywhere on the ice right now. Like he's let me rephrase. He's been playing well defensively for a guy that wasn't really good defensively when he was drafted. And he's figured out that side of the game. If I'm not scoring, I need to do something.
Yeah.
And I totally respect him for that. But it's one of those things where, because of the competition, earning your spot in the lineup, he needs to start scoring, man.
Oh, like, absolutely.
We have to have that guy score. And if not, I mean, got him on a 3-year deal. He's got a little bit of time, but man, there's more than just being the guy that's going to be the bomb on the right side on a power play. Like, it's just not going to work, right? So that's kind of my thoughts so far on the Red Wings. I think that just that third period, hopefully it's an anomaly, because it reminded me of last year and the year before and the year before, where it's like, oh my God, of course they fucking blew it to a shit team, right? They used to be the shit team. Every single game they've played this year, I have been like, they're better. They should win this game. And I haven't had that feeling in a long time. So it feels good. Didn't feel good to see them blow it last night, but
still tons of hockey.
Other than that, I just had to get that out of my system because I was not happy last night. Go read my tweets about it.
Go read my tweets, he says.
Let's get into the reverse retro jerseys that were all released the other day by every team in the NHL. I totally forgot that this was even a thing. Did they do it last year or the year before?
Yeah, last year I think was the first year they did it.
I don't understand why they did it twice. What's the whole point of it this year?
Not last year, because...
Is this the first year with Adidas that they're doing it? No,
the first year was the one where Detroit did that all white jersey.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's look at.
We're gonna do some fun tier maker activities here. Now Bobo went through the trouble of doing all this, which it looks fantastic. I don't have the skill to do this, so I feel like the way we should do this is Bobo has individual pictures. So if you're just listening to this, we'll do our best to describe the jersey. But if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see it. We'll pull up some pictures of them, and we have the tier list. Do you want to explain our tier list here, Bobo?
Yeah, so obviously if we think it's good, like one of the better jerseys there are, and we need this, you would buy it.
I need this column.
If there's a jersey there, then we've got down there that there's potential.
Put it on there.
Put it there. Underneath that, we got not too shabby. So maybe the general idea of it's not a bad look. But
can I say this next one?
Go right ahead.
Next column is the oof category. And finally,
there's just a dumpster fire where
you can tell dog water trash.
You notice that, oh crap, we need to have these designs in by this date, and
we have an hour to do this. Throw something on there. That's what Detroit did the other year. It's like a white jersey with a logo on it. It's like, really? That's what you fucking
but silver on there to represent Stanley Cup. And
so like, what a stupid. So are we gonna go through is it alphabetical by like Anaheim and Anaheim?
Yeah.
Okay. When we do this, do you want to kind of just go through and go, here's what I think, here's what you think, where should we put it? And we have to have a consensus where to put it?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Try not to let me manhandle you, because I'm going to hate like most of these. Okay.
I'm not going to lie. Some of them, a lot of them are.
I'm interested to see which ones you like. Now, I said this before the pod. There's a lot of articles and stuff out there and videos like describing these jerseys. And a lot of them are like kids or people that don't understand the history behind some of the jerseys and like, oh, it's just ugly. I don't know why it's there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, because you didn't do any fucking research. So
And that's how I'm doing mine. I'm going mine based off of, okay, it's supposed to be a retro jersey.
yes.
And
Is it
or
retro enough? But then also, does it look cool? Like, there's a lot
Yeah.
of different categories. Does it match the team? Does it make sense? Like, does it honor the history? Like,
Yeah.
I get it, right? But at the same time, it's so funny to see like some of the shills on Twitter that are like, obviously they work for like the Red Wings are like, oh my God, these are fire. Or like hearing like some of the players be like, yeah, they look great. And they're looking at it. And they're like, fucking, I have to wear this shit.
Yeah, Patrice Bergeron wearing the Pooh Bear there, just
the
like
Pooh Bear. Yeah. Okay, let's get it going. Let's go with
go.
number one.
Anaheim.
Okay, the Anaheim Ducks. So let's describe this. So this is the old Anaheim Ducks duck mask with the hockey sticks triangle logo. And it does have the horizontal kind of slashes it used to have.
It looks like it's a
1993. This looks like the
1993 with it's recolored with the modern day colors.
With they basically took the eggplant and made it orange. Now, listen to this. My wife said this best. Why can't they just put the fucking eggplant color? Why can't they just do that? I don't understand.
I don't understand why they won't.
Why they won't? Those jerseys would be like, if they just did that jersey, just here, have it. That would be number one.
Like what Arizona did. Back to Kachina.
Well, it would be number one. Now, the thing too is comparing to the ones that they had in the last retro ones, right? The last retros that these guys had, the Ducks had, was the Wild Wing breaking out of this, which was like, dude, it's a horrible jersey, but it was so
But as a
cool
reverse retro, as a temporary thing, it was awesome.
So for me, I would put this one in, I'd put it in there's potential, because the potential was you could have done
the eggplant.
Ducks, like you could have done something where, like, honestly, all they had to do is take that, flip the colors.
Yep. Do the eggplant colors.
Change the teal and eggplant and make it like there's a reverse retro. So I would.
I agree.
I'm just looking at it like some of them have to be up there. Like most of these aren't going to be that high for me.
No, but this is one that there is potential on this jersey.
Sure.
It's not.
It could have been better than what it is. And you know what? I look at it and I go, yeah.
It does match their brand, like everything else, though. So like props on that. But
sure.
Just bring back the eggplant and teal.
Okay, and here's the thing. The funniest thing is, here's where the branding for the NHL is so fucking funny to me. Every one of these says, and it's supposed to sound cool, history never repeats. Yeah, I fucking hope so, because a lot of these suck, okay? And I hope we don't do this again, because looking at all these jerseys in tandem, imagine if this was all their regular jerseys. No way.
Yeeks.
Okay, next. Okay, Arizona Coyotes.
They did the exact same thing as the last one. They just recolorized it.
Yes, and I don't like the colors.
No, that looks like baby shit.
I liked the purple that they did.
The purple looked clean. It looked nice, considering the original was that dark green.
Right. So they're still paying homage to, they've got the thing that's a little bit dark to see because of maybe the color, but they got the cactuses and stuff on the bottom, which they have had that as a logo. Yep. They use the Kachina head, just the head part that was a
logo. They probably got the salamander or fox, whatever it is on the patches, but
they do?
I'm pretty sure they do, but I just don't like this at all.
And again, here's another thing. Some of these are going to look better with the full kit. We're just looking at the uniform.
Yeah,
we're
judging a guy in a hoodie.
We're judging this straight up on the jersey itself. And not to say that it's going to look better with the socks and the pants and the helmet. Of course, it's going to look a little better, but the jersey as itself, like, do I need this? No. Is there potential with that one? You did
You've already done the potential.
Are they oof? Not really. They're not too shabby, I guess. Like, it's not bad. What do you think?
I was leaning more towards the oof.
See, I feel like there's a lot more oofs. I would say not too shabby, but
okay, we'll put it in not too shabby for now, just because
we can move them if we need to.
Yeah, just because there is, like, they have done it, and I like the purple. I like the original too.
Okay,
but yeah.
Well, I mean, and the thing too is a lot of these teams have already done so many cool. They're like, well, what else can we do, right? So they're scraping. A lot of them are scraping the bottom of the barrel. We're like, we don't have that much to do here, so like I get it. You know what I mean? Like
for some retro.
Arizona already has the actual Kachina jerseys. They're so much cooler.
Or
than this
what's
one.
their reverse retro going to be? Like when they went to the Howling Head,
like eventually, yeah. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
basically they could have done that with the purple kind of colors, maybe. You know, they could have done something like that, but this is what we got. So next we got the Boston Bruins. So the history behind this one,
it's the it's the mid 90s, mid to late 90s, yellow Pooh Bear jersey.
You know which player this reminds me of? PJ Stock.
Really?
I don't know why, because I remember watching like Don Cherry. It was like PJ Stock, read low, you're gonna love it. Let's go. This is the Winnie the Pooh head logo, and the jersey.
I hate the logo, but
the jersey used to be yellow. Now this is straight up
this is a reverse retro.
They had the. How do I describe this? Like the Bruins shoulder patch is exactly how it was.
Back then, it's that jagged edge.
The jagged edge is exactly how it was too. They just changed yellow to white.
And so I didn't like the logo. I don't like the logo, but considering it's supposed to be reverse retro, it's not bad. I like it as a.
See,
like it's
to me, and the more that I look at this one, if I was a Bruins fan, I need this. It's a cool jersey, man. I don't know. Like they haven't brought it back for a long time.
It's exactly what it's supposed to be.
You know who else?
Reverse retro.
Glenn Murray. Sergei Samsonov. You know, those guys.
There you go. Byron Dafoe.
Jason Allison. Yeah, Byron Dafoe. You got it.
PJ Axelson.
Robbie Tallis. I would go I'm looking at it as maybe
as a Boston
fan. If I'm a Boston fan, I need this.
Yeah, so I'm between there's potential and I need this. But this is exactly what it's
they haven't done that one yet. They haven't done this yet. And it's ballsy that they went with the Winnie the Pooh. It's like not really like beloved, but they made it look cool.
What it is. It's a reverse retro.
It's a white jersey. I didn't think I'd really like a white jersey. Like usually the color ones look better. That one looks sharp. I like it.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
And then you got another white jersey.
Okay, describe this one.
It's the goat head logo.
Buffalo Sabres
goat head logo. They brought back the black and the black jersey as an alternate this year.
That's really interesting that you'd say that, because I was gonna bring it up and go, they brought this back like legitimately, like the actual black and red, the 1999 Stanley Cup run uniform, right?
So the fact that they're bringing this same jersey just in current colors, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't. It's something about the blue stripe over the numbers.
Blue stripe over the. Okay, I agree with you that the striping on the arms is a little weird.
It's a little weird.
I like the recoloring of the logo. I like that they took the yellow and blue and made it. But you see the eye of the buffalo is still red, which is kind of cool. They left it alone, but they just changed it slightly. So like, what I would say is the logo, amazing.
I'd say it's not too shabby.
Now the thing though, they got the same numbers. That's the thing too, is you can't really see the fonts, but like the numbers are exactly like they were in 1999. They kept it. I think if you brought up, well, look it up. Type in like, I don't know, Michael Grosek. I don't know, 1999 Buffalo Sabres jersey. I bet you that's exactly the way it looked. Yeah. So the striping is pretty similar. Look at this. So the one on the bottom left, right there. See there, that's the weird stripe.
That's it.
So they literally did the stripings the exact same.
They just don't have the shoulder patches.
They don't have the shoulder. Okay.
Maybe that's why for me it's throwing it off.
Because there's nothing on the shoulder.
Yeah, or they didn't colorize it like they did back then.
Yeah. So the thing that I would say with this one, if I was a Buffalo fan, I'd say there's potential, because the I need this is I'm getting the black jersey. I'm gonna get the black one. So for this one, I would go, there's potential.
So I'm saying not too shabby because of the shoulders.
Okay. All right.
Because of the black one.
Because so the thing is like, do we go by like, all right, they already have this one, but they're bringing this one now? Because they're already bringing back the black one, right? Like if they weren't doing that, would we like this one as much?
No, we'll put it here for now.
Yeah. Okay.
And we may move on. Calgary. Go
This
ahead.
is yeah, this is one where like there was like a blogger that was just like, this is a stupid, I don't understand. It's like, I know you don't understand, because so this is the Calgary Flames like 1998 uniform, where for some reason, I don't know why, but it was white. It was a white jersey. Now we're looking at, this is a black jersey, white Flames crest, red sleeves, but they have like a multicolored striped like at the bottom, but it's called a angled podium is what they call it, where it's almost like the C is up on this stripe podium looking thing. That is literally from the 1998 jersey. So they paid homage to 1998 or whatever. That's
90. I think it was like 94 to 98 ish.
Something like that, right? So I get it. And then they literally went reverse on it. It used to be white, right? With I think
white, and then they had the
red or black logo. I don't even remember.
It was with the red logo, then the black one. Then they had the red jersey as the away jersey at the time.
So like and the thing with reverse retros, just in general, if you're reversing the colors, there's a reason that the colors look cool on a regular jersey. If you flip the colors on them, it's going to look a little weird. This is a prime example of it looks a little bizarre just because like I feel like the colors should be flipped because that's how it was, right?
Yeah, I like
so this. It fucks with your brain.
For a Flames fan, if I was a Flames fan,
see, I'm just gonna go and get the horse head guy. What do they call the horse head?
Oh, Blasty.
Blasty. I'm just gonna go get that one.
But
it's cool that they brought this one back. I would say not too shabby.
See, I'm going, if we're doing the exact same like with the Pooh Bear for a Boston, this hasn't been around in a while.
If you're a Flames fan, we might have to get Hursty on the horn and be like, hey, what do you think of these jerseys? I might text him. Here, you put him up there. Describe the next one. I'll text him and be like, hey, what do you think of the
next one is Carolina. And might be a bit of a hot take here. I am so glad they didn't do anything Hartford.
Sure.
Hartford is not their, I know they're brought over from Hartford, and they did it before on the last one, but this is just, it looks like their old home jersey or old away jersey. It just says Canes down across it. Where you got the little bit of storm striping or the hurricane flag striping on the bottom. But
yeah, I'm going to say oof. I'm going to say oof because again, now I know that you don't really like the Hartford thing, but in the there's potential category, if they wanted to do something Hartford Whalers, right? They haven't done Hartford Whalers with the Carolina colors. They could have went Hurricanes logo with Hartford colors. Like they could have done some interesting kind of
which Minnesota and other teams have done.
Right, they could have done that. So to me, that like there's potential. But when I look at that jersey, I'm like, they've done it. Like this
just looks like a regular modern
anything
jersey.
With the stripe across. Like the Rangers are the only ones that can pull that off. You're Canes, it's like stupid.
Yeah,
that would be like a Red Wings jersey that says Wings.
It's like the Ottawa, which just said Sens, or Tampa, it said Bolts.
Yeah. Hursty has some really in-depth thoughts on the 1998 Calgary Flames reverse retro jersey. He says, and this might take a while because he's a really deep thinker. It's okay.
So then, as from our Flames correspondent, we'll drop it.
I would drop it. I would even drop it to not too shabby.
Not too shabby
for now. So that was our insider for the Flames, Andrew Hurst, saying that the Flames jersey it's okay.
Great in depth analogy.
That was a great elaboration.
So I went forward to Columbus because I did CBJ, but
okay. So
we'll do Chicago first.
Okay, dumpster fire. Horrible, like horrible. Like with a team with that much history, this is fucking terrible. Now I understand what they're trying to do,
and I know they've done a bunch of logos.
Yes, this is the same type of thing that the Red Wings ran into. This is like the 91-92 era where Chicago had the stripes and
75th anniversary.
This is so fucking boring. It's such a boring take. Like it's just stripes of Chicago. It looks like a t-shirt.
Yeah, or like a Walmart jersey.
Like it does. It doesn't look good. I hate this one. Like the ways that they could have. Now they've had I don't know why I'm defending the Blackhawks, but they've had so many Winter Classic Stadium Series, or like there's so
And
many.
I understand
that
they don't want to, they don't want to repeat those, but it's like, come on, you got arguably one of the nicest players in the NHL.
Why didn't they just go with like the black jerseys, the Blackhawks jerseys? Remember like the Tony Amonte, Alexei Zhemnov era?
Yeah.
Could have done something maybe like that. They can't really change their logo up that much just because.
And you don't want to change that logo. It's
now you can, and then I mean they had the Tomahawk logo. They could have done something like their shoulder patch. It's so easy. Take the shoulder patch and put it on your like that would be kind of interesting. Why not? Right? Just flip it. You give me a black jersey with the Tomahawk shoulder patch there. Cool.
Yeah, throw the native head on the shoulders and bingo bango.
Sure. I think that would be kind of neat. Or like
that'd be potential there, but this is just bad.
Can I go with something here? Now this is the Avalanche, but why don't they go with like hey, we're gonna just go banana, like not even reverse retro. Like we want you to come up with a brand new logo, brand new everything. Like just we want
like
you to go fucking crazy
almost.
Yeah,
not future, but
I've seen some Blackhawks ones where like people are like, oh, this is a racist caricature of the. Shut up. The one with like, there's one with like an eagle head.
Yeah, it's like the same thing, but it's an eagle. I've seen that logo.
Kind of cool. I was like, that's kind of neat. I've seen like the Red Wings, and they did the D with the wing on it, like from the Stadium Series. I'm like, that's a new logo. I've never seen that before. Like, I would love to see something where it's like, I've never seen this before. We came up with a brand new Colorado Avalanche logo. Check it out. Like, it's not going to be as good.
Yeah.
You might get a few where it's like, holy shit, they knocked this one out of the park. But speaking of the Avalanche, we have basically a Colorado Rockies jersey, right?
Yeah, which isn't their history, but
is it Cleveland Barons colors?
No, that's Colorado state flag colors.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's the Colorado Rockies colors.
That's their shoulder patch.
That's the Avalanche shoulder patch. Yeah, that logo is their shoulder patch, and then they have the actual Avalanche recolorized.
Okay, I would put that in not too shabby.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's simple. It looks like the old Rockies jersey,
which isn't their history, but
right, which isn't their history because it's the New Jersey organization. But I would say they could have gone again. They could have went. Give me the Yeti foot. No, the Nordiques one was cool, but the Yeti foot. Can you imagine the Yeti foot as their main logo? Change the color scheme a little.
Bring back the Yeti foot.
Bring back like they said they have the triangle kind of bottom.
Yeah.
Bring back the old font, which I don't know if they did there. That might be a different one, but the old Avalanche font that I hated watching growing up because I'm a Wings fan.
Oh, exactly.
That would have been cool, man. I would have looked at them like, man, Colorado, they made it sharp. Like they could have went with remember the jerseys that they had in like 09, 10, where it was like the blue. They took the blue trim and just made it their like
color.
Yeah. They could have done,
but that's what they have.
Or a full burgundy. Like take the remember the one that said Colorado.
The burgundy, all Colorado.
Take that burgundy. Take the Colorado and just put the foot on it.
Put the foot on there.
That'd have been cool. Hire me, man. I'll come up with these. They're fucking.
This isn't a bad jersey.
I'd say not too shabby.
It's okay.
It's an okay jersey.
Columbus.
Okay, Columbus. Straight dumpster fire. Walmart jersey. It screams Walmart jersey to me. Like it's the same logo, where black is not a color that's ever been on their jersey ever.
I don't know if that's black or if that's a dark blue.
It's a navy. No, but that's black. That has to be. It doesn't go. But because it went black with a royal blue, that's black, dude.
That's bad then.
When teams legit just throw black on a jersey because it's going to be cool, like it's
black for black's sake. Yeah,
it is. And so I go dumpster fire just because it's.
If they would have done the original jersey colors.
Well, the thing too is like I can't see the font. I can see the stars on the side of the sleeve. They used to do that, the Rick Nash era, right? But they didn't change the logo. It's that one. You know what that reminds me of? Like the Red Wings from last year. We're like, I don't know.
Yeah,
throw the logo on it and fucking
very last minute put together.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Red.
All right.
You know what? They don't have Dallas.
Oh, Dallas is down there. People were shitting all over this one.
I
don't know why.
I think there's
because again, they don't know their history.
It matches their current set. It's those early it's those early 90s when they first moved to Dallas.
Yes, the black ones.
Yep.
Yes.
Before they went to the star logo at the bottom. Like this is just a clean.
Yeah, and they didn't do the back
Clean.
then. And they again, this one, man, if I'm a Stars fan,
If I'm, you know what?
do I really need this, or there's potential for sure. That's where I'm putting it. There's potential.
Yeah.
The more that I look at this one, I don't know why people are shitting on it.
I don't know. I like it. It's a clean jersey.
It's the original logo, which I think that logo, it should just be their logo. It's so cool. Like the one they changed to, it's so boring, right?
Keep this logo as an alternate, even. Like it's
just go back to it. Guys, go back to it. It's such a cool logo. I don't know why you changed it. If you want to keep the colors or whatever, then fine, right?
would you think this is a primary jersey be okay?
Oh yeah, sure.
Even do it in the green and then swap the green and the black.
Why not? Now the Stars, I think it's not gold like it used to be. It's just kind of silver, right?
Yeah, it's their current colors.
I'd say there's potential. I think again, they should have done, and they should have done it last year too. Last year's was bad. Their white one. If they would have kind of gone with, again, give me the like Mike Modano, Sergei Zubov. No, I don't want that one. I mean, they could have done that, sure. The Sergei Zubov, Darian Hatcher, Mike Modano, classic with the star cut. But then if you want to change some of the colors, like they could have done that. Modernize it, dude. The Golden Knights have a gold jersey. The Stars could have went with a gold jersey and made like green trim, like make it look fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna go, like make it fucking crazy. I don't know, like swing for the fences. A lot of these teams are just like, here you go.
And speaking of, here you go. I'm just putting that Detroit straight in the dumpster fire because
now it's
a Chicago ripoff, and both of them are
not.
Well, I know they're doing the barber pole from 1918 or whatever it is.
1990. Well, I mean, they brought it back 1991.
The 75th anniversary.
Now there's a picture of Larkin in a full kit. They do have the star or the diamond
C, which looks nice, cool. But
it again, we're judging just the jersey, right? Like the full kit looks better.
The black, get rid of the black.
Here's the thing. Yes, the black. Like I said, if black on a Red Wings jersey looks so stupid.
And every Red Wings fan that wants a black Red Wings jersey can go.
I mean, you got to think about what you're doing here. Like, I don't get it. Like, if you're 15, I get it. Oh, black, it's so cool. It's like, no, but like the Red Wings literally have always been red and white and nothing else. Like the only other color they've had is off-white.
Silver.
In 2013, where they've had some silver. Yeah, but it's subtle, right? Like,
yeah.
The black is like, oh, okay.
This just stands out like a sore thumb.
Now, I'm gonna try and share my screen here too, because I have a few.
Do you want me to stop mine for a second?
No, I can do mine too. We're gonna have like a double thing going on here. Let me pull up. Oh, my Zoom meeting. Like, there's a few that they could have just, if they wanted to go this way.
See, I can't see yours.
Okay, it is sharing. I don't know, so you can't see this, right?
Okay, so let me stop mine. Okay, yeah, now I can see yours.
Like, if you want the stripey kind of look, I mean, is it perfect? No. But is it better than that one? Yeah, hey, yeah, it's way better. What about this one? What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
They literally took, again.
That's what they have right there.
Red Wings barber pole jersey. So if you look at this now, I have this Yzerman jersey, by the way, and it's really cool. But this is basically what it looks like. So the Detroit is in white. What's that?
With the Miller Lite on the sleeves.
Oh, what the hell is that actually? Okay, this one. Let's click on this one. It's the same thing, right? So if I move this over, well, you can't really see both at the same time, can you? Okay, here you go. Let's do this. Boom, boom. This is literally a reverse retro.
Yep.
Look what they did with the colors. They just flipped it.
Which is exactly what they should have done on the current Wings one.
That's all they had to do is just flip the color. I would buy this jersey on the left. I have the one on the right. if they wanted to do the stripes, this is what they had to do. But instead
they do.
We're left with that freaking horrible, I don't know what the hell we're looking at type of thing. With
this.
They just went black. I don't understand it. Like,
why
so they went with 3 colors look stupid. The white, I don't know.
It was a layout.
It's trash.
They had a layout.
It's trash, just like the one from last year. I'd rather wear the one from last year. At least it has the logo on it. Like shit.
They don't even have the logo on the shoulders here or anything, which I get why they didn't, but it's just, this is just a bad jersey.
Those were only the concepts that I looked that were specifically with the Barber Pole Detroit. There's other ones out there that are like, oh, those are sharp. Like they could have easily made it better. But moving on.
Yeah,
not talking about that shit anymore. Oilers.
And the Todd McFarlane design jersey.
This is like the 2003 to the
oil
06 type of
oil drop third jersey, which
the metal oil drop.
The metal cog one. It's not too shabby.
See, I
wanted to see it in a white jersey, a white version of this jersey. The orange, it just looks off though.
It does, and that's where I'm kind of looking at as kind of oof, because this is where it's like the colors. Like again, they kind of did really reverse it. It doesn't work. It really looks weird. That you said the orange looks kind of odd. I don't like how the white is the stripe on the bottom or in the middle. Like it feels like that should be flipped. Like the white should be the band and the orange should be where the numbers are.
If the orange oil drop was blue, then I think you have a lot better jersey. I think this is better than that Coyotes jersey.
I feel like they just need to get rid of all the orange. Seriously,
put the silver back in there, like the original, and then just do an inverted version of it.
Or if you wanted to put a little bit of orange, it's maybe a little bit, maybe on the outline of the trim.
Yeah.
Or like some very small kind of a little bit of a nod, but like those original ones that had this logo were navy, blue, silver, and white.
Yep.
That's it, right? Like a dark navy, but now they added the orange in, which kind of, I think it does mess it up a bit. Now, is it cool they brought this logo back? Oh yeah, it's kind of neat. But
when the creator of Spawn does your jersey,
exactly right. So for me,
is it better than that Coyotes jersey?
It's kind of on par, to be honest with you. So maybe not too shabby. For me, it's an oof or not too shabby. Like,
see, for me, I think it's better. So I'm keeping it on par there with the Coyotes.
Okay.
But then we got this jersey, Florida.
Okay. Now this is the Avalanche foot logo thing that I literally just said. So they took their palm tree and hockey stick kind of cross X logo with the sun in the background, threw it on a powder blue jersey with the old navy red yellow stripes.
Yeah, the original striping, and then they have the shoulder patch from those god awful dark blues that they had there. Okay, powder blue.
If I'm a Florida fan, yeah, I need this. Also, there's potential because they would have switched a few things here. So the only thing that looks weird is there's nothing linking there. We're getting really nerdy here, and you're gonna understand exactly where I'm coming from because you're Jersey nerd as well. The navy blue on the bottom of the sleeve and on the bottom of the jersey.
Make that powder blue.
Either make it powder blue or you need to make the collar the same color. There needs to be a link to the top of the jersey because it looks really weird that it's just hanging out there.
So you're saying in between here and here.
I feel like as a Panthers fan, I would buy that right away because it looks really cool. Like it's a cool idea because again, they've only been around since '93. They've had like 2.
They don't have much. Yeah, they don't have much.
It's either
to go off of. So again,
and we're getting to the point where we can't do this like the NHL can't do the reverse retros anymore because they're running out of ideas. They have to go more the other way. Give me some futuristic.
Futuristic and
yeah. So I would say the Florida ones. When I saw
it's unique. It's unique for a reverse retro.
I never like powder blue on a uniform, but because it's Florida and it's the Panthers, like they've had blue on their jersey before like that. I'm cool with it.
They've had that, and it's This jersey has never been made. Whenever LA had this, and it's the purple and gold era jersey. the home jersey was always yellow and the away was always purple.
So they've never had a white.
They've never had a white version of this jersey.
Crown.
As a Kings jersey fan, I love it. If I'm a Kings fan, I need this because they've never had anything like this.
Okay. I will go with you on that one. The only reason that I would say I don't need this is because there's two other versions of it.
That white looks clean.
The white looks clean, and like the thing is, like I'm noticing now a lot of the white ones that I thought like would be boring, I kind of like because they look sharp. Yeah. I think sometimes where there's too much color, it's not as nice looking, but it's a good jersey. It's definitely not dumpster fire. Oof, not too shabby. It's up there.
It's so one of the top jerseys.
I'll defer to you for sure.
All right. Subway, eat fresh.
Okay. The Minnesota Wild literally just did the same thing they did last year. Like, can you pull up last year's reverse retro? It's the same fucking thing, is it not? I'm pretty sure it's like identical. Reverse retro, like just.
It was the white jersey.
Okay, so click on that one. It's the same damn thing. They just changed the colors on it. So they're like, we have nothing else to do. So, okay. With these ones, I would say I like the white ones better.
Yeah.
Okay. I would put these in.
This looks more Subway.
It does. I think those the thick. You know what though? The thick lines at the bottom are weird. I've always liked a thinner line. It makes it look like it's really stocky looking. So I would just go not too shabby.
Not too shabby. All right.
They're not an oof. It's still cool. Like the logo is still neat.
It's cool. It's paying tribute to the North Stars, which isn't their history.
It's another one where Colorado. It's like, they're like, I don't know. We basically just did this last year. What the fuck do you want us to do? Like, we'll just change the colors of the one we did last year, I guess, right? We'll do a white version of it. Cool.
Montreal.
Oh, these are in the oof category for me, big time. Because
I think there's potential. Because I see Montreal Expos.
I do, but I don't care. It's stupid. Like, it has nothing to fucking do with anything to do with the Canadians, right? Like, again, I don't like powder blue on a jersey. Although, if we made a jersey of our fucking logo, right, it would be powder blue. But it makes sense because our logo is powder blue. But I just don't like it because it's the same logo. Like they have so many different styles of logos to do.
Okay, going off of that, and that they do have the history. I do see where you're going.
This reminds me of Detroit's of last year, where they were just saying, I don't know, throw the logo on it, and it still has the same stripe around it, right? And they make it powder, like instead of red, make it powder blue.
If this wasn't a reverse retro and more of like a future concept or whatever,
I don't care that they were like, oh, the Expos. I think it's stupid. That's a totally different league that no one gives a shit. Like, it's just because it's Montreal. Like, maybe I understand what they're trying to do, but they botched it. Like, it just doesn't look good. Because if I'm a Montreal fan, I'm not touching that. Are you kidding me?
They did. I think the one that they did before, the one with like the regular blue, looked better.
They could have done a different logo too. So yeah,
that's the thing. They have ton. We're gonna go New Jersey first before Nashville.
Okay. So New Jersey is going with the
Colorado Rockies or Kansas City Scouts,
right? Yeah, I mean, hey, I'll go not too shabby on that one. It's pretty average. Like
it's average. I just see it as an average jersey. There's nothing really exciting.
I mean, to me though, we could put there's potential. Like if I was a Devils fan, I think it would be kind of neat to like, hey, maybe we would get one of those. Like it's kind of neat because
it's not the Christmas jersey.
That's what they did last year, right?
Probably, yeah. So
this one again, it's a white jersey. It does look clean. Yeah, I mean, we could leave it there if you want. I think it does kind of match the Ducks, Sabres, Stars vibe. I think it's better than the 5 that we already have and not too shabby. So I would even bump it up one, maybe. Yeah.
All right. Actually, yeah. To me, it doesn't excite me, but I get. It's something that it's their history.
Because it's simple and they made it look cool.
It's their history and it's something they haven't done.
Right.
Nashville. They're bringing back the cracked out Sabretooth. This is not a reverse retro.
It's not the same color as the puke yellow, mustard. The exorcism yellow. The logo's cool because I haven't used that one yet. There's a lot of memes of that cat meme of like the lady's like yelling at the cat. He's just like,
Yeah.
that logo. They obviously brought back the old font. You can see the 2,
Yeah,
right?
the 2 there.
People now another one. Why is there Nashville on top? Because that's how that jersey was. That's how it
the
had
square collar too. If they brought back a square collar, oh my god,
that would have been cool. That would have been cool. So like even with this one now, maybe this is just because of the Adidas jerseys, the style, but like see the bottom there, the stitching.
Yeah.
What is that? Like it looks fucking stupid. It looks
I'm wondering if this is the like that metallic shiny material. And it just has that off and looks off. I would have loved to see this in a Navy jersey. Because Nashville
potential for that one, right? Because like it could have been cool. Like even putting that logo on their old, like the Navy one that they used to wear. Remember that? It was Navy and white or whatever.
Even if this was inverted, like the Navy and the yellow, because they do have a yellow regular jersey.
Yeah.
I think it would have been cool. I think there's potential in this.
Their home jersey is yellow, so they could have went with like a navy. Well, they have that stupid Smashville one, which was terrible.
Oh, that was a stadium series or whatever.
I forget what did Nashville do last year for their reverse retro, because there's one they could have used. Now again, I'm going to put this in there's potential because
that one.
Oh, okay. So that's they went with their original and they flipped it. That's kind of neat with the silver. Now, there's a logo. Okay, see on the bottom right there, it says reverse retro jersey details. Click on that. See that?
The
whatever
the skull logo.
Skull logo, dude. That would have been sick too to have on this jersey. Yeah, that one's sick, dude.
Yeah,
that could have been cool. Like, oh, look at the one on the top right there. The Titans,
Tennessee Titans and the Grizzlies.
That's so sick. But that they could have done something really cool with that one too. So for that reason, potential, because again, they used the logo they never have used before, but they also brought back one that was maybe not really like super beloved by their fans. So I would go there's potential with that one because it could have been even better. But it's like good. It's not terrible. Like I looked at it and went, "Oh, I understand what they're going for there." They want
I like it. Colors. It's not like I said, but the yellow. Thank God they didn't bring back the puke. But
yeah, for sure.
Islanders. Okay.
Now the Islanders. Now this one,
I'm interested to see what you say on this.
Yeah, you're going to be really interested because. When I heard that they were going to bring this logo back, I was like, "Oh, sick!" I wonder.
I was excited.
This is an oof.
I agree 100%.
Because the thing is,
they botched this so bad.
I want you to bring up the fisherman logo, the regular jerseys that they wore, because, and you'll see some of the differences in between, like that second photo there. Yeah. Okay. Now they
not enough teal. The striping
they changed the colors in the logo. Like they took away a lot of the orange, which makes the logo look completely different. And if they really wanted to do a reverse retro, why the fuck aren't you
make a white version?
Fucking like give people this jersey.
And they've done it in warm-ups. They've done it in
how hard would it have been to just change the teal and the navy, flip it? That's it.
Oh my God. I didn't even think of a teal version of this.
Dude, just change the bottom teal to the top one. Like even that one there, you're click on that one. No, the top, not that one. Up. No, that one. Why not that? It's the same. It's literally the same jersey, just they flip the colors around. Like it's better than the one that we got here. This one with the weird stripe across.
I don't understand the striping on this one, and it doesn't make sense to me.
You should have just went all in with that one. So as much as there would have been like some potential there is potential there.
It's just
that's the thing enough. Is maybe our there is potential should say like good. Like that's basically our good column, right? But oof, you can leave it.
No, it's no good.
It's good. Those are an oof because they botched it. If I'm an Islanders fan, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go buy an old school
the fisherman itself, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get a Ziggy Palffy jersey. You know what I mean?
We'll get a Roberto Luongo fisherman.
Yeah.
This is the exact same thing they did, except now it's the modern. Instead of the navy, it's the regular blue.
Yeah, this is an oof.
And because of that, yeah, I agree. It's an oof.
There's something about that color that just that Rangers logo to me has to have navy in it. And
because
they did
it's
it
a
last
navy
year.
logo.
They did it well last year. Last year's was way better than this.
If it was a white jersey, no problem.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's another thing that would have looked better for sure than this color. They tried to go with their actual
with the two
colors.
blues, with the two different blues there. It just doesn't work for me, especially because that grayish blue on the other half of the Lady Liberty head.
They could have went with like the RoboCop Rangers if they wanted to,
Yeah.
But I would just go oof for that one. They botched it.
Senators. For me, again, another oof.
So this one, to me, would probably be in the oof category. Now, I understand where they're going with this one. The font.
If they brought back the logo for not the one that they just got rid of, but the one because there was a different logo.
It was more cartoon. It was more cartoony. The Senator head as he's looking at you. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's kind of what I thought with this one too. Is like match the logo with the number.
Not this one.
No, that one.
But if you look at it, was more.
Oh, it was that one. Yeah. Click on that.
Yes,
so that's the one, dude. Yeah.
If they had that on this jersey,
or even their shoulder patch, the one that if you go back.
Oh,
the S with the. Because they've done the circle logo. Yeah, they could have done something like that. They've done the circle logo before, right? But you're right. They could have.
See, it was like that.
And done the stripe. Now that's what the stripe is, right?
Yeah, that's the stripe. I get the stripe, and I get where they're.
But they put the wrong logo on it. So yeah, it's an oof. I think you're totally right. I'm on board with you. Could have been so cool.
It could have been very cool.
These teams fucked the easiest shit up.
Now, as a reverse retro itself, this next one. It's good.
It's clean. Yeah, it's good. And the thing too is I put it not too shabby because it's so boring looking, right?
Yeah, it's a reverse considering it's the
Flyers. You know what it is? It's a Flyers jersey.
It's a Flyers jersey.
But it doesn't scream like reverse retro. It's just a white Flyers jersey. Right?
Which would make it as I need this is if you have all of that.
Now they are wearing the Cooperalls whenever they wear
for
these
warm-ups.
For warm-ups. They're gonna wear the Cooperalls, which is so fucking cool.
Like
that's awesome. Can you imagine if they sold Cooperalls in the team's store? They're gonna make a fortune. I'd fucking buy them. Are you kidding me? I'd wear them to hockey the next day.
I would absolutely.
Yeah, so I would say
it's a Flyers jersey.
But with the Cooperalls, that would be like
with Cooperalls. With Cooperalls, yes. Without
100%. Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Now
the Penguins. That's it. I need this. That's
the nice jersey. I'm surprised they never did that when they had the Penguin logo.
I like it because they went with like the 1992 uniform with this is where mixing and matching the logo with the time of the jersey, the way that they had the colors works really well. Because that logo, it used to be like a darker yellow. They had the back when they had the gradients like the Canucks used to have.
Yeah,
I think that was on this jersey as well.
Yeah, it would go the gradient only on the one side there on the black half.
Really?
Of the Penguin, yeah. If I bring back the
let's see. I want to see it. I actually forget what it used to look like.
Gradient jersey. Okay, no, they had it across the whole time, but the striping.
Yeah, the striping was interesting.
But the fact that they never had it as a non-gradient jersey.
It's weird that their sleeves are different. I've never seen that. Yeah. The striping is different on each sleeve. What an interesting jersey, man. That brings me back. But man, if you would have told me like, hey, try to draw that jersey, I don't know. But
like they wore that jersey.
They've already done those. Yeah, they've already
done. That's what they did last year.
Pittsburgh
in white.
Across
But the fact that they're taking that jersey and putting it there.
Oh,
I love this jersey.
I hate the Penguins, but I would buy that immediately. That's a cool
good Fox.
The way they brought it back. It definitely Fox for sure.
They're Fox for sure.
Seattle. Okay, so they don't have a lot of history, right? With this one, I'm going. Oh, this might be dumpster fire or oof.
I could say it looks off to me.
Listen, I'll give them an oof just because they have nothing to go off of.
They could have
Because
brought back the old Seattle Metropolitans S and done
sure.
something like that, but
Now here's the problem with the Kraken, right? They have their logo and that's their brand right now. Now, if they wanted to, if they came up with another, like they're coming up with a new logo.
they have the
People might
anchor
go-
logo they could have used.
Right, but people would be like, "Oh shit, that logo is so much better. You should use that one," which isn't a bad thing. Like this, to me, this is an oof because these are opportunities for expansion type teams or teams that don't have a ton of history to try some shit.
Yeah.
Throw anything at the wall, see if it sticks, especially coming up with a new logo. Like I know exactly which one you're talking about. That
Yeah.
Kraken logo with the anchor, with the
With the anchor
tentacles
there.
coming
Yeah.
around it. Like it looks sick. Like, and that's what I would go with. But again, I don't know if they want to
There's
like
not
do
much
that
on
yet.
there. Yeah. But this is
think-
where, like I said, you have that opportunity to try to make shit stick. And if it works,
Exactly.
it works.
Yeah. So right now it's an oof. But again, I don't fault them. They don't have a lot to go off of. They could have made something way better than this.
Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, the Sharks one.
They're going back to the old Seals,
Yes. So
which obviously isn't their history, but they're doing the history of the Bay Area.
this one, I would say, if we still had the potential column, it would go there. And the only reason is I like how bold they went. I'll go good.
Good.
Would you go good? Now I'll say why, and you can say why
Okay.
not. I like that they went bold with this and went, "Hey, California Golden Seals," right? However, I know that it used to say Seals across, and they just went, "Oh fuck it, we'll put Sharks." I just think there is a little more potential there with like using the Sharks logo and just changing the colors of the logo to this. Would have looked really fucking sharp on this.
Was San Jose switching their jerseys too now to like that
The
90s?
teal, like that.
The teal,
look,
like
yeah.
now their teal look is like their permanent thing. Obviously, you can't necessarily retroize that if that's your new thing. So I like the swing. That's like the salute to the Bay Area, the first team in the Bay Area.
Like they definitely hit like a single, right? At least,
yeah.
If they're gonna swing, like yeah.
So it's okay. Like good is probably pushing it for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking more like it's obviously there's potential. It's not too bad. There's
like,
more they could have done.
If you
I put it on par with like that Oilers jersey.
Is it on par
with these other five?
I like it because they said fuck it, we're going bold. Like they tried something, right? That's why I like it, is because they actually were like, hey, let's go and do something. I didn't expect them to do this. Are you kidding me?
No, I didn't either.
No shot, right? So that's why. I mean, you can put it wherever, but I mean, I think it's better than the Flyers jersey.
I think I know what the more I think of the Flyer jerseys, I'm more thinking of because it's just a Flyers jersey.
Put an oof. Put it in the oof column. Cooper alls make it not too shabby. Again, with the Flyers, yeah, they could have done. They had the robotic looking logo, and like they could have done that, but from like 06 or whatever that was. But moving on. This is why we do it.
St. Louis.
Oof. I would even put this in dumpster fire.
This is a reverse retro jersey though.
I don't care. It's ugly as shit.
It is ugly.
It's so bad that I would have rather than do that ugly looking trumpet fucking logo that they never released.
I'll put this in dumpster fire, but then I'm going to move San Jose down to here.
Okay, no, you're going to put San Jose back to good, and you're going to put St. Louis in oof.
All right, that's fair.
I will not let you disrespect the Golden Seals.
That is an ugly jersey.
I just have nothing to say about it. I don't like it.
It is cluttered. No, it's cluttered. It's messy.
Don't let me persuade you. But this, man. If I'm a Blues fan, I'm looking at that like, what? Like the one they did last year was sweet.
This is a one-off. Thank God this is a one-off jersey. Yeah, last year's was
a lot of these, right? A lot of these are bad. But I'm surprised I put so many up I'm being nice today, I guess. I'm feeling bad.
Tampa. So this is that alternate jersey from 1998, 1997.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this one. Man, this is tough, but
See, I'm gonna say not too shabby because it is exactly what it is. It's that reverse retro. It is ugly as shit like it was back then, but there's something about that jersey which is
I
I
don't like the
love.
gray on the shoulder. It's so stupid looking.
But that's what they had on the actual.
I'm going oof. But
Oof.
yeah. I mean, I was almost looking at dumpster fire.
I'll oof it then.
I like the logo. Like they still have it.
That shirt. Yeah, they could have
Oh
done
wait,
that.
they did this logo last year, did they not?
Yeah, it
Just
was.
with their old colors. No, with their new colors. Oh
That's
my
what it
God.
was. That's what it
Okay.
was.
Jesus. Okay, that one's better. But this,
Look at the
oh
back though, the numbering.
yeah. I mean, the gray is dumb. I think the gray makes it look so stupid. Like, put in the actual, like what it was. Yeah, that one. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay, it was gray. Good call. Wendell Clark.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Because they literally reversed it, I'll go with you. I'll go not too shabby. I just don't like the jersey, even that one. But
I
looking
see
at
this as
that,
on par with Arizona.
okay. I agree with that. I think it's ugly because it's just an ugly jersey, right?
Oh
Like
yeah, it's
I guess
it's
that's kind of
absolute
like the
ugly
Mighty
jersey.
Ducks. That's kind of like the Mighty Ducks, right? They flipped it and they were like, "Hey, this is the ugliest jersey we have. Let's fucking do it." So,
It's so ugly, it's good. There. Okay. Toronto.
I mean, oof. Like I don't know. Like
I think oof too. I don't
they
really. The
had
only
other
difference
things they
I
could have
see,
done.
the only difference I see between this and their regular jerseys is the white shoulders. I know the logo's a little bit different, but
Yeah,
I
it's just
only
a
see
white
one.
shoulder.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing to say about that one.
it's just not good.
This is not great. Okay. Dude. Okay. And I know you showed me this a long time ago because it
Yeah,
leaked.
it was leaked a while ago.
Buddy,
So,
I'll listen to what you have to say about this to see if you can change my mind, but go ahead.
see, there, I don't like it. They only have the numbers on the right sleeve. On the left sleeve, there is no numbers.
Okay.
They have the left numbers on the left breast instead.
Uh-huh. It's the Johnny Canuck logo.
It's the Johnny Canuck logo, which I love. It looks like an Abbotsford, like because Abbotsford uses that logo.
Yeah.
Um,
It looks like an AHL team.
the jersey itself is like back to the original WHA Vancouver Canucks, but I'm thinking, oof.
I was even
You
gonna
know
say
what?
dumpster
Even
fire because it just and there was one where
I
it said
don't
this
like
was the
it.
best one. Some article was like the Vancouver one's amazing. I'm like, what?
No, it's not.
Are you fucking serious?
Like I didn't like it. Like looking at it as a blank jersey with no numbers on it. Would I buy it?
There's one too many stripes at the
I don't
bottom. I can
know.
tell you that. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
Adidas is with these stripes at the bottom.
and if that green, the bottom of the green sleeve there, if that was blue, keep that blue. Keep that last stripe, that last green stripe blue,
They
and
could
then
have
I
changed
may
it.
look at it.
The
But
numbers on the chest look so stupid to me.
as
And
a
I know they
blank,
had that. I know the Canucks had that with the like
this
Sedins
is
and stuff.
this is the very first time in Canucks history they have numbers up on the front of the jersey.
What?
Very first time. Sedin's never had
There's no fucking
numbers.
way. They had did they not have that? Oh, am I thinking of the Capitals? Wait, who
Vancouver
had
is
the
never.
numbers there?
Buffalo.
Yeah. I thought the Canucks did. I swear to God.
The very first time they've
Then
had
why
it
is
done.
it there?
In NHL history, I should say.
It's weird that they put
It's
it there.
weird.
Like,
And
they've got it on
they don't
some-
have it on the other sleeve. They don't have it on the left sleeve. Like I said, as a blank jersey. And then if you make those couple changes, maybe, but
Mhm.
right now, like as an actual jersey like that, no, not a fan
Okay.
at all.
Okay. So
We're in the
both
home stretch here.
dumpsters. Okay. Vegas Golden Knights. Again, another team that's only been around for like 5 years, so they don't have a lot of history.
I like this better than their other one.
What was their other one? Was it,
It was
the red?
the red jersey with
cross,
the
yeah.
star.
I do. Now, this one I'm gonna go with. if I was a Vegas fan, I probably would buy that. I would. It looks cool. Now
And
it's glow in the dark.
I was gonna say that. Do you know it's a glow in the dark
Fucking,
jersey?
of course it is, because it's Vegas, right? They got
And that was my selling point, because I think this is a very clean jersey.
Now, do you know why this is what we think our jersey would have looked like if we were around in the 90s.
Yeah.
I went, cool. Like, that's what Seattle should have done. Right now, again, I don't like when teams do the like across the chest fucking Vegas Canes or whatever. But this one, I don't know. There's something
I could see it. I could see it. Yeah, it's a very nice font. The
looks like a
lettering is
90s
beautiful.
jersey. It does look like a 90s jersey. I like the red stripe in there too. The reason that they had to put that in there, if they didn't, it would look like a Penguins jersey.
Yeah.
So I do like
red.
it. If I was
Red
a Vegas
is
fan, I get it.
Yeah, it's a very clean jersey, a very nice jersey, and
I'll go Jets first. Whatever, we'll do Jets. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of an oof for me. It's ugly.
I don't understand the double blue.
Like you had so much opportunity to just like do the Jets jerseys, man. Like I don't know why they're not.
Even if you want, you can go dip into the Thrashers history.
I don't think they would do that. Which it would be bold, dude. It would be so bold if they did that. And we're like, all right, like we'll do Thrashers colors with the Jets logo,
or the Thrashers jersey template with the Jets logo.
It would be subtle enough.
The powder blue
Jets,
Winnipeg,
or Winnipeg down the side. They could have done that and just done that. Even if you don't want to do the colors, right? Pull up that jersey you're talking about. I know exactly which one you're talking about. The Thrashers like third jersey, or was it a third jersey? I think it was
then it came to their
like Thrashers jersey. It'll pop up, right?
This one.
Yeah, you can do that one. Winnipeg on the side. Use the same colors. Change the striping slightly.
And then there you go.
You could do that. Yeah, I think that would have been cool. Where it's not the Thrashers, they're not putting the logo on it or nothing, right?
No, you're just putting
You're just doing that Winnipeg, right? Because people are like, oh, cool, that's the Thrashers shit, right? Use that font.
Even there, so you get the proper stripe at the bottom there.
Make the little arrows little like jets or something.
Oh, look at there's so much potential you could have done.
Hire us, man. We know what we're doing. So this I go oof.
Last but not least,
I need it. Oh my God, it's so good.
It's just I'm surprised they never did this back in the 90s. They only had it on the blue jersey.
Right. So this is like the black of like the White House
logo,
Eagle
jersey.
But now they have the eagle on it, capitals.
Man, it is so clean.
And I think the font is the same. Like this reminds me of like Steve Konowalchuk, like Andre Nikolishin, Peter Bondra, Adam Owens,
Habby Boulin in there.
Habby Boulin.
Cool. Not Habby Boulin, Kolzig, yeah.
Oli the goalie.
Peter Bondra.
Joey Juno. Joe Juno, yeah. They had
Hatcher.
Zednik. Was Zednik
Hatcher,
there? No.
What's his name? From London. The Hunter.
Dale Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had that logo for like 5 seconds, right? Esa Tikkanen. Missing the open net in 98.
This jersey though is just so clean. It's so nice.
I would get it if I'm a Caps fan. Because the thing is like they weren't really beloved at the time, but they went to a final with it.
They did.
They 1998. So it's kind of interesting to see like a lot of the white jerseys are higher up where I didn't think I would like them as much, but
our teams just shit the bed.
Yeah, let's recap this. So like dumpster fire, we've got the Blackhawks, Blue Jackets, Red Wings, and the Canucks. So both our teams sucked.
Yeah,
right.
Blew it. In oof, we got Carolina, Montreal, both New Yorks, Ottawa, Seattle, Philly, St. Louis, Toronto, and the Winnipeg Jets.
The not too shabby column, we have the Coyotes. The Flames podium jersey, the Colorado Avalanche Rockies jersey, the Oilers, Seth MacFarlane. Todd McFarlane, Oiler metal gear drop logo jersey. The Minnesota Wild, the all opposite Subway jersey, and then the Tampa Bay, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Microsoft Paint jersey.
Microsoft Paint. In good, we have Anaheim. It is the modern colors of the teal egg and eggplant jersey. We got Buffalo with the goat head in modern colors. Dallas's original jersey with the modern colors. We got New Jersey there with the Colorado Rockies / Kansas City Scouts colors. Nashville's Crack Cat logo. And then we got San Jose rocking the Golden Seals.
And then in the I need this, where like if we were a fan of that team, we'd buy it. We have the Boston Bruins Winnie the Pooh logo with the white jersey with like the trim. It looks amazing. We love it. The Florida Panthers palm tree logo with the powder blue. We got the LA Kings yellow and purple, but on a white jersey. The Pittsburgh Penguins Robo Penguin on the kind of 1992 color scheme. We have the Vegas Golden Knights glow in the dark black jersey that would be like a 90s reminiscent Vegas jersey if they were around. And then like we just talked about, the Capitals eagle logo on a black jersey with the navy Capitals coming up the side. So I don't think there's really any, now looking at our completed list,
I think this is pretty good.
Like there's a few, I think like personally, like there's some where I think judging these is more like, hey, here's what you could have done.
Yeah.
Because, like, is the Toronto jersey that bad? No, it's a Maple Leafs jersey, but like you had so much opportunity to do something cool. But again, teams are running out of shit to do. Like they've done the St. Pat's jersey. They've done all their different logos. They went back to, the 70s and 80s. Teams are running out of things to do here. And that's why I think when you look at reverse retros now, something we could do, which would be a lot of fun, is which one would you rather have, right? Like from last year.
I was thinking about something on that. Maybe that's something we do on the next one.
Maybe we could do that on the next one and go like, hey, can we make a instead of like their regular jersey, like here's their best next one. Like the Kachina logo, right? Or those jerseys. Like going off of that, like what would be the next best one, or like what's the ultimate not your regular jersey?
I think I get what you're saying.
Like, would any of these make the cut? Like maybe the Penguins one would.
I think so.
Sweet. Like you could use that full time again and no one would give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like they look so cool. The Kings one looks cool. Like, or even looking at different jersey concepts is always fun to me, just to see like see
what people can design and what they come up with.
Yeah, because
it's something you might not even think about yourself. And
some of them look so nice, and it's like why don't they? I wonder if they like scour the internet and look, or like even to get fan feedback. Like who are they asking? Some of these teams like Detroit, like who are they asking? There's no way they're asking anybody. What do you think? Because if they got us in it, we'd be like, that's horrible. Like, you should do this instead. It'll look way better and I'll buy it. Like, if you want to do a black Red Wings jersey and you have to do one, it's got to be better than that. Although, here's what I'm actually kind of happy about. At least it's on this one.
Yeah.
Now we don't have to do this ever again. Remember that black jersey that sucked ass? Yeah, we don't have to do that shit.
We don't have
fucking
to
move on, right? So it's getting a little bit like too much, too fast. They did it last year. They're doing it again this year. Like, what's next, right? It's just a sell jersey.
I'd love to see a futuristic series jersey.
That would be the next thing. Like, again, I think we even during this had a couple cool, like the Jets thing with the Thrash, like just interesting kind of concepts. If you typed in Colorado Avalanche Yeti foot jersey,
oh, you're going to see a bunch.
You're going to see a bunch, and they're probably going to look really cool. Where you're like, man, I would buy that. Like there's some neat ones out there, and some, people have some imaginations. I don't have the artistic ability to like, do that.
What are you talking about? Yeah, the Wheeling Nailers concept you sent me years and years ago.
Was it someone just getting banged?
No, see if I could find them. My albums.
I don't even remember what the hell that would have been.
I used to have an album on Facebook. It was concept jerseys.
Oh, really? No way.
Or was it on my old computer or whatever? I don't know where it is anymore.
Yeah, there were some interesting ones. That's the fun of a lot of this stuff. It's obviously it's to just sell jerseys and do something a little different, but
Oh yeah.
It's almost one of those things where I just wish they go like, hey, you have to pick a jersey from your past. Like, don't fuck with it. Just pick one. Like the Red Wings just picked the 91 Barber Pole jerseys and wore those.
They've been perfect,
man. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Let's do that. So,
no.
But no, we gotta change it. It's kind of a very change. So I think or it'd be kind of neat to like do like if you're gonna do something like that, pick a year. What uniforms were you wearing? Like you're fucking like, which kind of defeats the purpose because like the Red Wings one is always gonna look the same. But like,
you have something good, why mess with it?
Yeah. You do a couple nights where it's like these two teams like let's say you have for example, like Dallas is playing Buffalo. You're like, okay, it's 1999 night tonight. You're wearing your black jerseys. You're wearing the ones you wore. Like, bring you back to that time. Or like, the Ducks are playing the Senators, and like, here's the jerseys you guys wore in the final. You're gonna wear them tonight, right?
Yeah, here's your.
Yeah, it'd be kind of neat to see that because it would definitely jog the memory of some people, especially if you get into like the 80s, the 90s. Things like that, certain matchups where it's just like, oh my God, I remember that. Like Detroit wearing their jersey, but like the Capitals are wearing the dark teal blue kind of looking jerseys, the Eagle head jerseys, right? I think it would be a little bit of nostalgia, right?
Vancouver versus New York, 1994.
Yeah.
Get to wear these bad boys again.
Like they could still do that, right? Like if I was a team, I'd be like, hey guys, you want to like, let's throw those on, right? So
it'd be so nice.
Yeah. Like their actual ones, like the one you're wearing right now. Like that's basically what they should be wearing all the time, in my opinion. Those are sick.
I think they're going to. Like I said, I think next year is when they're actually able to switch something up or something.
Because they're going to change because Adidas isn't going to be doing the jerseys anymore.
And then it's going to be.
Hopefully the spaghetti skate is back.
I really have no clue how bad I want a new spaghetti skate.
I can't wait. So until the next time, maybe we will look at some fun jersey things we can do. Hopefully your Canucks figure it out.
Hopefully tonight.
Fix that third period bullshit that I saw last night and made me almost have a pulmonary embolism and split my stitches. It's the Bushy and Bobo Show. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter and on YouTube and on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get a podcast, we're on there. I am down a computer right now. I haven't been able to upload our last like 4 podcasts to Apple and Spotify. I'll get on it when I get it back. But you can see us on YouTube.
On YouTube, and you get to see these beautiful faces. And on one like this, on an episode like this, it's probably better that you do.
You need the visuals for sure. Anyway, boys, until next time, we will see you soon. It's Bushy and Bobo Show.
Be out.